Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
We lost, all of us. We lost friends, we lost family. We lost a part of ourselves. This is the fight of our lives.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
Anthony, can we go to right here? Two, just here, right here. And JJ, right over this way, please. Okay, just look back.
This might be the most exciting person I am going to see tonight.
Guys, down the front, now!
I keep having these memories. I see flashes. I think I had a life here. But I can't tell if it's real.
We have no idea what threats are out there.
I think there are two massive cinema moments we know about in 2019, one of which is Avengers 4, which we know very little about at the moment, and we probably won't know a great deal more until it comes out in cinemas. Then we have the next Star Wars main episode, J.J. Abrams going back to direct that. The Last Jedi caused some controversy with fans and with critics, so it'll be really interesting to see if he kind of returns back to basics. But there's also a couple of more interesting things happening. You know, think about Captain Marvel, which is the second female superhero film after Wonder Woman, but it's the first in the MCU. It has a female co-director, which is the first female director in the Marvel universe. And you've got to think about the last success of Black Panther. So in 2018, one of the biggest films of the year, and one of the first superhero films that dealt with the representation of African characters, which was hugely, hugely significant and a complete smash at the box office. So I think particularly within Marvel, we're going to see more kind of issues of representation and diversity actually tackled in a really positive way. And I think Captain Marvel is going to be huge.
We can't do this alone. We need you.
I'm not what you think I am.
I think once Wonder Woman kind of came along, everyone was like, are we going to see this kind of slew of female superhero characters? And I just think there are some amazing characters full stop in that universe. The Marvel universe is massive and is really, really rich. And I think there are probably stacks of characters there waiting to be kind of transferred to the big screen. We've got Wonder Woman now moved out to 2020, and that looks incredible. Patty Jenkins did such a great job first time around. So I think what we're going to see in 2019 is actually shaping up to be really exciting.
Remember.
Flows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now
realistically, I think Disney owns so many hugely successful franchises. You know, they've got the big things like The Lion King, Toy Story 4 is already getting so much buzz. And that's before you even start talking about Lucasfilm and Star Wars and the Marvel universe. So much of cinema is kind of owned by them. And, you know, they have kind of dominated cinema over the last few years. But I think the smaller studios and some of the independent studios are doing really interesting things. And I think when you've got this kind of film culture, which is dominated by blockbusters and by franchises, what that sometimes leaves room for is indies and smaller studios to actually play in really fertile ground, which is a little bit untouched and where they can take more risks and innovate, because everybody's looking over here at the big smashing, flashing thing, when actually over here is something much more creative in many respects. And so I think it actually can create a healthier kind of film ecosystem in that sense. And those things can definitely coexist in modern cinema.
I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds' illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds.
I don't belong here! The panic is attacking me! Oh boy! Gallop! Howdy! I'm not a toy!
Hey! Somebody get him before he pokes an eye out.
And then right in the center. Right in front of you.
We're in a really interesting time for how films are distributed and how people watch them. I think, as I was saying, there's a kind of a return to roots of what makes cinema great. But there is definitely some kind of, if not snobbishness, then just a little bit of cynicism, I think, around things that are just streamed. I think people feel like films still need to be seen in cinema. I think that's definitely right. I think platforms like Netflix and Amazon do incredible things. They're doing really creative things. Netflix have got The Irishman, which is Martin Scorsese's new incredibly ambitious film, which is absolutely, from everything we hear, going to be one of the films of the year. I mean, it's Scorsese, and he's bringing back all his amazing cast from all his films over the years. It's just going to be one of the moments of the year. And that's with Netflix, because Netflix have both the kind of creative zeal, they have the budget, and you feel that that's a place he can really innovate and get the financial support he needs to make the film he wants to make. So I think we have to recognise the importance of these platforms in terms of filmmaking going forward. But I would always hope personally that it does have a theatrical release as well.
And look, everybody look straight in front of you, please. Everyone together. And one more here, straight. Right here. Right in front of you, right here, please. And one more here.